everyone, and welcome to Forensic Extract. And after so long, I'm uploading this video, and let's have a quick discussion about lightning injuries. So first of all, what do you mean by lightning? Lightning is an atmospheric discharge of electricity. So this is the discharge of electricity that is accompanied by thunder. So electricity and thunder uh, is responsible for lightning, which typically occurs during thunderstorm. Lightning is typically seen during thunderstorm or maybe due to volcanic eruptions. So this is the lightning. Now the mechanism, what is the underlying mechanism of lightning? So thing is that suppose this is the cloud which is having positive charge as well as negative charge, and this is the surface of earth which is having positive charge. So what happens due to this variation in the charges, there is downward leader and there is upward streamer. So downward leader and upward streamer, and there is the point which is known as point of attachment, which is responsible for lightning due to this the voltage variation. So depending on the charges, if the cloud is positively charged, or the object on the surface of earth is negatively charged, then this is known as a positive lightning. Positive lightning. Or if the cloud is negatively charged, or the object on the surface of earth is positively charged, then this is known as negative lightning. So positive lightning is seen in only 5% cases of lightning. So most of the lightning is negative lightning. Now the mechanism of injuries. What is the underlying mechanism of injuries? What can be the mechanism of injuries which are seen in lightning? So first of all, there may be due to direct strike of lightning, or maybe due to direct contact. There may be direct contact. There may be splash. There may be splash, or there may be due to current flowing in the ground. So there may be due to ground current. So these are the mechanism of injuries which are seen in case of lightning. Now the how to diagnose, how to proceed with the case of lightning is first of all the external examination, external features. So external features, first thing to note is the cloth. So clothes may be completely torn or maybe burnt at especially at the point of entry. So clothes may be completely burnt or torn at the point of entry or exit point. Now, the most specific finding that is commonly seen in case of lightning injuries are the if the person is having some metallic objects like coins, pen knife, or the nail cutter, and so these metallic objects are completely molten or magnetized uh, in case of lightning injuries. So these are external features. Now, the internal findings internal findings, similar to electrical injuries, there may be endogenous burns which are seen in lightning injuries. Endogenous burns, there may be linear burns, there may be punctate burns, which are commonly seen in lightning injuries. So these are the patterns of endogenous burns which are seen in lightning injuries. There may be some the exit wound may be there on the tip of toes. So that is known as tiptoe sign. Now the most important, or the characteristic feature of lightning is the filigree bones. The filigree bones or filigree bones are otherwise known as the cranographic cranographic markings, filigree bones, or arborescent bones. So these are basically fun tree-like patterns, and this is one of the important MCQ as well as the short note. which is frequently asked in the university as well as various entrance examination. So first of all, these are the superficial. These are superficial, tortuous, irregular markings on the surface of skin. So these are superficial irregular markings on the surface of skin. These are first described by Lichtenberg, and Lichtenberg was a German physicist who reproduced similar images on inanimate objects. So that's why these are known as Lichtenberg figures also. Now they are only seen in 20 to 30% cases of lightning injuries, and they develops within hours of the lightning injury and spontaneously disappears within days to weeks. So these are the common burns which are known as filigree burns, characteristic features of lightning. Now the physical features, these are the filigree burns which are similar to a fern tree. So this is the physical features of filigree burns: superficial, irregular, tortuous markings on the surface of skin. Now there is no a certain mechanism of these filigree bonds, though there are various hypotheses or theories are there. So according to one theory, that is known as RBC lysis theory, this theory is most acceptable theory. The lysis theory is most acceptable. It says that what happens due to flow of current, there is lysis of RBC and thus release of hemoglobin, which is responsible for staining of tissues. But this staining is not seen along the neurovascular bundles. So these are the markings which are seen along the electrical discharge, and not along the neurovascular bundles. Now, the second theory may be due to the minute deposition of copper. Another theory says that there may be due to boiling of intercellular fluid. Now, one more theory which says that there may be due to these are representation of uh, electricity, the static electricity responsible for these kind of markings. So these are filigree bones which are commonly seen in lightning injuries, and there is no such any histopathological evidences of filigree bones. If we'll cut open the tissue and do a microscopic examination, will not find any change in uh, epidermis, dermis, or collagen in the skin. So there is no histopathological evidence. So these are totally physical phenomena. So there is physical appearance of these markings, which appears within hours and disappears in days to weeks. So these are the markings which are characteristic of the lightning injuries. So this is another MCQ as well as the short note, which is frequently asked. So please cover this topic. It is very important for you. So thank you guys, and stay home, stay safe. If you cannot stay home, so please be safe, wear mask, and all the best. Thank you so much.